Man, I'm glad Baki back, man. I am not disappointed in what they just gave us. We've seen a fair amount of wild stuff in Baki already. I mean, to name a few, we've seen a dude get his face ripped off with a nigga bare hands. We seen Oliver turn to Pac-Man, try to waka Baki to death. We seen niggas run on water. We seen niggas shoot themselves just to show that bullets don't work on them. We seen Guvera turn into a Samus ball and roll around the prison like it's a Metroid Prime level. A lot of crazy shit, right? So I really didn't know what they could possibly do to top that. But, bro, these niggas was having their mouth off. Like, whoa, pause, brother. Jack talking about, I want to see who had a stronger bite. Nah, Jack trying to put pickle in pickle for this nigga Yujiro making soldiers beat each other's ass without even saying anything. He just walking through glass for no reason. Pickle out here delicious niggas. Like, Baki got really wild this season. I was very wrong to doubt the imagination of the creators. This season was wild as hell. We got a lot of shit to talk about, so pull up a chair, let's chop it up. But before we get into it, as always, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button for more anime analysis and review videos just like this one. Also hit the notification bell. So, you know we do things right. We start off with the story. So we're gonna break this up and talk about both parts separately. So in the first half of this season, we got the Pickle Arc. And to put it simply, the pickle is this prehistoric freak of nature that used to fight dinosaurs with his bare hands back in the day. And honestly, and I'm thinking about it, I wouldn't be surprised if the writers found a way to make Pickle Yujiro's son. I know what you're thinking. You like, Vaughn, that's stupid. Pickle was prehistoric. It wouldn't make sense for Pickle to be Yujiro's son. And you'd be spitting, in fact, if this was the real world. But this is Baki. And this is the same show where a nigga drunk sugar water and got his income boost. And considering the fact that Yujiro does whatever he wants, I think it's safe to say if Yujiro wants to be daddy, he gonna make himself daddy. I mean, ask that nigga Joe Williams. Alright. But anyway, in true Baki fashion, once word hit the streets that he unthawed, most of the cast pulled up expeditiously and indubitably to scout out the competition. Even the camouflage nigga was curious. He pulled up, and I thought I'd never see him again. But after a few murder attempts, a wild act of sexual assault committed out of nowhere, and a crazy censored silhouette of Pickle's meat that I didn't need to see and I don't know why they showed me, they set it up so Pickle fights a few opponents, and that's them in the basis of the Pickle Arc. I think this definitely goes without saying, but Baki's still funny as hell. A lot of ridiculously funny shit happened during the Pickle Arc, and they keep on finding ways to break the boundaries on how wild this show can actually get. Let's run through a few of them. So off rip, when this nigga Pickle woke up, this is already funny as hell, cause folks really up blick on Pickle, and he was like, now Pickle, you might not know this, but this is a B23 hour FMJ extended max. I was real surgical with this bitch back in the Black Ops 2 days, and I'm fully capable of fanning your big ass down. His ass was like, hold on player, this is a gun, or damn well Pickle didn't know what he was talking about. I'm doing all that talking trying to save his life. And actually, we got a live view of what was going on in Pickle's head during that sequence. Bro, I don't think a lot of people gonna talk about this, but this nigga Kyo Retsu really needs to be in the next Metal Gear Solid game, cause how the fuck did they not see that big ass nigga breathing on the back of that soldier's neck? This soldier literally walked past one of his homies with this ass nigga strapped to his back. He got into Pickle's holding place just unnoticed. Like, folks big as hell. I don't know how they didn't see him. Yujiro walking through that glass definitely had me cackling, cause bro, why are you doing that? And what made it 10 times funnier is the nigga that was holding the key out while he was doing it. He was like, bro, look at his face. He was like, bro, I can open it for you. Kyo Retsu hitting that windmill fist after getting his ass cooked was definitely funny as hell. But what was even funnier was him talking to that damn Susanoo Retsu and getting his courage back. This one of them shits that's like so stupid that I can't help but die laughing moments. And you get that a lot from Baki. This shit was great. By far, the wildest things that came from the Pickle Arc was through Pickle. The bite off, insane. I still don't, honestly, when I went to go grab this clip, I still couldn't believe what I was looking at. And I already watched this twice. And the fact that Pickle just be sitting there emoting and crying when he be beating up niggas is so funny, dog. And not only do he be beating niggas, he be eating niggas. Nigga was nibbling on Kyo Retsu's leg like it was a piece of cartoon mutton. My nigga, when I seen that, I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa, this took a turn. It was actually pretty cool to see Dopo Orochi's son get a little redemption arc, cause man, folks ass was getting cooked in the previous season. His fight against Pickle was really good, and it's surprising to see that they use an underutilized character like him and made him super important to the arc. I actually really like that. The second half of the season was what we all wanted from that final battle between Baki and Yujiro. They did not disappoint one bit. Everything was goated here. The fight, the actual build up to the fight, and the conclusion were all great. This fight definitely shows Baki's like best storyteller in the series. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, there's only 2 reactions I have when I'm watching Baki, and that's usually, what the fuck did folks just do? And hysterical laughter. There's nothing in between. But here, they really made this whole arc feel so grand. So I felt stuff like sadness, and like, I got a couple crooked smiles of some really wholesome ass moments too. And you heard that. Wholesome moments in Baki. That's unheard of. You get to smile at shit like Yujiro and Baki actually spending quality time together. Like Yujiro teaching Baki table manners and shit. Even though he's still a horrible person, you get to see that Yujiro like love his son somehow, and Baki love his dad somehow. The little cooking dinner part at the end was so raw because he showed the whole country that, like, I admit defeat. He even gave Baki the title of World's Strongest right in front of everybody. They definitely did not skip out on the funny though, cause man, this whole shit was still funny as hell. They definitely got some of the funniest moments in the series here, so let's talk about a couple of them. Them niggas having political meetings about the father-son fight was so funny, and it made it even funnier cause that one nigga ain't know about Yujiro. He had to let folks know that, hey, Yujiro got a peace treaty with the entire United States, folks. That nigga was utterly flabbergasted. He didn't know how to respond to that, bro. That shit was so crazy. Them using that car to break that fall after that 400-foot descent from that skyscraper was funny as hell too. I never heard a nigga call a luxury car a cushion, but if I expected anyone to drop a line like that, it would definitely be Yujiro. This last moment, damn near the funniest moment in the entire series. Gang, when Kozue tried to get in the middle of that fight, at first that shit blew me, but I understood where she was coming from, so I was just chilling. I just let it go. But then she was like, I'm not moving. Folks, not a second later, them niggas was like, anyways. Nigga, whole house had to hear me cackling, cause they did not care one bit about her being there. They just kept throwing them bitches. Fuck. When I tell you, folks, like, Baki really blacked out this season. Baki did 2 things that I thought they couldn't do this season. They found a way to make this shit even funnier, and they actually showed us that they can actually tell a story and throw up some serious shit that'll actually hit you in the feels. And let's be really honest with each other. You weren't prepared for it, because this is Baki, and this show doesn't do that, but it does it very well in this season. It's kind of wild. Now let's move on to characters and character interactions. So it's really the same cast of characters, so I won't go through all of them again. But there's 3 characters that I want to talk about in particular. That's Pickle himself, Kasumi, and Yujiro, because they're probably the 3 most significant characters in this season. Pickle was a really good addition to the show, I'm not gonna lie. It's always fun to see what they come up with when they introduce new characters, and having this like prehistoric nigga who don't know nothing but the predator and prey mentality, and having him kind of learn a little bit as he fights like the niggas in the show and learn martial arts and shit was a really good idea. I hats off to y'all for even coming up with that. And after the first half, we really ain't even get to see like how fully strong Pickle was, and I think that's really cool that he's still like an anomaly in the universe type shit. Kasumi was actually super surprising because he was damn near Yamcha before this. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't know how I was gonna feel about him getting an important role in this arc, but after the second watch, I think I'm cool with it. It was kind of refreshing to see him actually put up a good fight, so I definitely respect him more. Nah, Yujiro's switch up is insane this season. This nigga Yujiro out here being a good father to his son while beating the shit out of him. I am absolutely perplexed. He's teaching Baki table etiquette. He having dinner with him. He admitted defeat. He damn near unrecognizable by the end of this show. And I think that's so cool because for so long, he's been this monster that doesn't care about anyone but himself. We see in this season, but that's not true. He loves Baki, even though they were beating the brakes off each other. The love is still there. There's more character under that big ass back. And I definitely appreciate the show for showing us that. They did a great job at upholding the mainstays while introducing a new character and even giving shine to an unlikely unsung hero type shit. Good job. Really good job. Let's move on to looks, presentation, and music. The fights look really good, as they should. They haven't really had a bad looking scene since that nasty ass CGI shot of Dory. Ugh. But all the fights this season were pretty dope, especially the final fight between Baki and Yujiro. Really amazing job. Definitely the best looking fight in the entire series, as it should be. Y'all delivered. Like, no complaints over here. Really good job. They stepped up on the music too, because Baki music was kind of forgettable before this, but there's some music in there that's actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't liked too many of the opening songs of Baki, but the opening for the second half of the second season, heat. Overall, I think this season of Baki was extremely impressive. Not only did they uphold and deliver the normal stuff, like the fights and the ridiculous shit, they really managed to break the boundaries and still keep that creatively stupid thing going while making it even funnier. And they detoured from the norm and gave us a good build up and a great conclusion to the Yujiro versus Baki fight. It's very safe to say that this is the best season of Baki, easily. You're gonna get everything you expect out of Baki times 10, and you're gonna get things that you don't expect and you're still gonna love them. If you haven't watched Baki yet, please do yourself a favor. It's some of the funniest anime out there. Like, it really only gets better. This season was amazing. Hats off to everybody that worked on this. Y'all did a really amazing job. But that's all from me, gang. As always, man, have a great day. Love y'all, man. Peace. And montage time.
親父にハンマ裕次郎にビビっていなかった瞬間なんて多分1秒だってないよ。
だから相手にもされんのだ。俺にもバキにも父親にも質問しよう。史上最強の動物は何だ？
真面目な質問？ハンマ裕次郎のことじゃないよね。
あと1週間彼にプレゼントができるのね。バキという最高のプレゼント。
合わねえときゃ合わねえもんだな。
聞かないの？何してた？
何してた？
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I've done this for 40 shows now, so if you want any other videos like this, you can click right here at the top. There's a full playlist right there for you. Have a great day, man. Love y'all.